Good evening, Twitch. How you doing? If you're listening to this, you have survived Black Friday. Hopefully you didn't get yourselves injured or checked in the face if you actually went to a physical retail store. Hopefully, if you did, hopefully you actually gave out as much as you got, and you got some good deals. But for tonight, though, it's good to be back. Hopefully you enjoyed your Thanksgiving. Hopefully you enjoyed spending time with your friends, family, or loved ones, whether it's online or offline. And just enjoy a little bit of levity. Nothing wrong with that, just to be able to enjoy yourself and spend time with the people you care about. But tonight, though, we are back here, and we are back streaming a little bit of Hand of Fate 2. We are actually now on the Moon Challenge, and I gotta say, I can't wait. Because the challenges now in this are just being outright brutal. This has been an extremely difficult game, and I can't wait to see how they are going to punch me in the face this time around. Because this definitely is not an easy game at the end of it. Although I've been having a lot of fun, because I haven't played something in ages. I was able to get Fire Emblem Warriors for the Nintendo Switch. A really solid game. If you haven't played a Warriors game in a very long time. A lot of little things they add that I'm kind of intermediate about. You know, I don't really have a strong feeling one way or the other. But at its core, though, it's still very much a Warriors game. And if you like the Fire Emblem franchise, the more recent games, not the earlier ones, you'll have fun.
Word of our community's acclaim spreads.
Oh, thank you very much, MechaGM, for the auto-host. Really appreciate it. And I'm just waiting a little bit here just to see if... Yeah, we have a little bit of stuttering there. I don't know what's going on here. There is one thing I should state before we start this stream here. Twitch has been having a lot of little issues here. Let me actually just make sure. Twitch support. Let me just make sure here. Yeah, they've been having a lot of issues going on right now with their Ingest server, and it's Black Friday. I expect a lot of people to be using the internet, to be doing their online shopping, doing streaming and such. So a lot of things will affect the connectivity. So there are frame rate drops and stuff. I do apologize. And speaking of Black Friday stuff, I should also make you aware of a couple of deals. Now, if you have an interest in streaming, whether it's particularly of the console variety, the more recent generations, HDMI and stuff, but it actually should also apply to older ones as well, there are actually capture cards, both by AverMedia and Elgato. They're actually going on sale. We were talking internal capture cards going as low as $100, and some of the externals are going for that price as well. Just a reminder, though, that Elgato only really supports Windows 10. If you're buying any of their Elgato's tech, you gotta be you have to just be mindful that you're gonna be going for you're gonna be getting you're gonna have to pay for that, or no, you're gonna have to make sure you have Windows 10. That's what you're gonna need to do. But we're at the Moon Challenge. This is going to take a little while for me to get used to the controls again, because Fire Emblem Warriors does the whole, has B and A switched around, so kind of have that mixed around in my head as well. The Moon. You have an insider who may help you infiltrate the palace. Gather support amongst the populace of the corruption-seeped city in order to convince them that the Emperor must be killed. Interesting. Headhunt. You have earned an Empire death warrant. Tread lightly. The people of the city are fickle and twisting as the streets they call home. Prepare to face what may come. Curses. With Borogs being walled off and the living still alive, citizens will not hesitate to fling curses, even if only to protect their loved ones. Well, I was afraid of that. Actually, we have to just put that in. Let's also put that in. These are good against the Empire, huh? things that are good against Empire. Let's add the Shield of Angel. I'm actually curious about that. Wait. No, I don't know if that one actually does it, because it's a new card. Of course it is. The other thing we need to do, though, we need to add... Not the Jousting Armor. Spiked Bone Guard. We are definitely adding that to our deck. We can block?
You do like that one, don't you?
I do like that one. I really do. It's a nice one. Also, let's add a bunch of gambits here. So I don't know. The wide beam's not completely necessary. Add that one. Add the Bring Concentration. That's also a really good one. Those are some really good rings. I want to try and get those, net those. We're fighting we might be fighting corruption too. I forgot about that. Honestly, I really shouldn't be worried about the corruption. Weave of the Protector. You know what, let's put in Weave of the Protector. That might help us against these curses here. Resist Corrupted. Corrupted does less damage. That'll give us a slow swing. That's actually very nice. I'll take a slow swing over a wide beam any day. Anything else? Oh yeah, Chef's Charm. That's actually a really good one. That's a lot more, the Wheel Nudge. And... turning stuff to that is actually pretty good. Okay. I think I have anything that's... Oh, that's right. The Spiked Mace is actually really good against them. You know, actually that might be good this time around. The Merchant's Ring if we're going into a town. And you can never go wrong with having some good old-fashioned food. I think we'll bring Kolbjorn into this, and we need to do stuff that will get away curses. Oof. Can't really do a lot of experiment. Honestly, it just sucks that you can't do a lot of experimenting. With a lot of the later stuff. I feel like they nerfed that card for some reason. May remove a curse. That's actually a really nice one. We'll also look for our little devil. Bring some anti-curse insurance, because I really hope that isn't what happens. Like, I remember in Hand of Fate 1, they had one challenge that was just like, here's a curse. But the others didn't, weren't so, focused on that. You know, it's like, you had the one cursed challenge, the cursed run. It's like, okay, you dealt with that cursed run, and the rest was, you know, let's go back to a more focused. And I don't want, this game to be all about just getting curses again. Let's equip, let's actually get that. And gold. Let's go with Dark Alleys. I'm always, let's see, let's see, how many cards do I need? 2 curse cards. 1 for dice. Anti-curse. 2 equipment. Let's add 1 more equipment card. A good one. Do you have any other encounter cards that I like? The music changed. Or deal by iron. Okay, well, let's add one more. Encounter card. Need one that guarantees equipment, though. Plus equipment. Deep water. It's deep water and equipment there. That's actually nice. And I'm surprised I didn't get the, I've got, like, the Inquisitor and such. Fame and shame. It could be cursed. It can also be cursed with that. I don't want curses. I have 3 equipment, 3 anti-curse, so I have like anti-curse armor. Let's go with illicit trade. And also, decisions. There are so many decisions. Oh, actually, Fate's Dealing was actually really nice. I'm actually okay with Fate's Dealings. That was a gain resource. Oh, right, I need food. I need food cards. Let's see, I have a gold card, I have a food card. Oh, I already have my platinum card. What am I doing? You know what? We already put a new card in. We have not put a new card in. Let's actually put in one new card. Let's put in the fairy ring. That'll be our one new card, our one new encounter. Can always rely on. That'll give us at least a little bit of spice. I think if anything, the one other thing probably should get is some map reveal. How many food cards? I have 2 food cards, so let's head Grimalkin. Good old Grimalkin. That'll be fine. Companion, supplies, equipment. Alright, so we have a death warrant from the Empire. We are going through the corrupted city, trying to basically start up a coup. Very interesting. And we have to be very careful of curses.
Preparation will be key to your success. It is here that you separate yourself from your predecessor. A badly shaped tool will not cut smoothly. It will turn and bite the wielder. That is why I have paid such attention to your forging.
On the last day of solstice, you pass through the gates of a great city. The scene before you is overwhelming. A melange of architectural styles, exotic smells, and busy, busy people. You have taken counsel with your companions and wrestled with self-doubt. Your path is clear now. The Empire is a force for darkness in the world, bringing nothing but death and destruction. If you are truly a hero, this is the time to prove it. There can be no other end than this one. The Emperor must die. Estrella has organized a covert meeting with General Flint Hollow, an ally from her Empire days. You will tell us the way into the palace, she explains, but only if we prove that we have enough backing for such a rebellion. Estrella disappears into the crowd, stating she has some business to attend to. You see the meeting place in the distance, the Church of Fires, the shining marble monument soaring above crowd and rabble of the city. But first you must explore the districts and gain enough support to your cause. An Empire soldier stares at you from across the way. You disappear into the market crowd before he realizes who you are. Rolling soldiers. Alrighty.
Death stalks these streets. Your death, my death, and the death of an emperor.
While passing through the city's bustling fish markets, you hear a choking sound followed by a terrified scream. Pushing through the panicking crowd, you find a family of fishmongers writhing on the ground beside a toppled wagon. You watch in horror as pustules of corruption spread across their bodies, down and down their limbs, leaving them grotesque and unrecognizable.
wish you yet.
Good old corruption. Darn it. Hey, how's it going, Ninja Zombie? Did you enjoy your Thanksgiving? Hopefully you had a happy Thanksgiving. And also a good Black Friday. Let's see here. You pause to inspect the bodies of the vanquished. Oh, I see. My fame will determine if I'm going to be known or not. Interesting. You know what? I'm just gonna search the bodies. Regain.
Some
Very
weapons,
nice.
this one included, require a great hero to carry them.
Gain 5 reveal cards. Nice. Oh, there's the little devil. Corrupted city, patrolling, carriage of the dead, a blood district, main gate. Okay. The crowd watches in distress as you loot the newest victims of the blight. They're in horror.
Back to the bones. I hope you have learned to be their master.
Thank you, Colbjorn. Nothing says Thanksgiving like Three Stooges and turkey.
Well done. You continue to impress.
That's an interesting. I wouldn't think Three Stooges, but they probably have made so much content over their career history that they've probably done a Thanksgiving. With the corrupted creatures dealt with, you stand to leave and hope that no one recognizes you. Oh, these dice are so weighted. Hey, Blue Plague, or Blue Plage. A small child shrieks in delight and points at you in recognition. It's the bad person come to kill the Emperor! As you press through the crowd, you hear somebody yelling for the guards. Add one brimstone monster card to the monster deck. Oh. Thankfully, the bustle of the city swallows you up again. How's it going? Hope you had a happy Thanksgiving and a good Black Friday.
Every performance is at heart a lie.
Parked in the dust quarter is a traveling theater that has seen better days. The model stage curtains hang tiredly. A pasty, ill-looking man named Old Patton appears to be the head of this enterprise. He waves you over. Yeah, I think we should probably go for it too. I apologize for the frame rate drops. It's nothing I really can do. From what I understand, it's on Twitch's end. White powder has settled into the wrinkles of his face. His painted lips twist into an annoying grin. I know who you are, he whispers. Look here, I won't tell. He taps his red, bulbous nose and winks. If you stand in for my recently and rather inconveniently deceased actor, he points to the ragged baker costume. I'm just gonna ask what happened to him. My baker has been walled into his own house. He hasn't he? He's either starve or get eaten by the corrupted. The old man looks positively delighted at the prospect. Oh, we don't have a choice. Never mind. Well, we'll be the baker. The play starts off with a hag knocking on a pantomime door. Oh, baker, I have come for your hand in marriage. Great, now we're performing in a play. We are performing in this play. Alright, let's greet the hag with a kiss. 2 is tempting, indeed it is. The crowd claps and jeers as you plant a kiss on the actress or actor playing the hag. They play the part with spectacular realism. Oh, my love, dearest of hearts, I brought you a cake, the hag croaks, removing a petrified cake from the folds of her apron. The cake is spotted with mold. Take a bite of the cake or abandon this farcical endeavor. Probably gonna take damage just from eating the cake. But all is well in acting. Do we commit to the bit? We're committing to the bit. The cake tastes of cinnamon and is so stale that you are forced to drag your teeth along its rock-hard surface to scrape some crumbs off. The crowd watches in morbid fascination. Then, inexplicably, a caged boar is dragged on stage. The hag looks at you expectingly. Do we release the boar or propose to the boar? Oh, my sweet boar love. Well, it doesn't say either one, so I'm gonna go. Let's propose to the boar. Reacting to your direction, the hag feigns shock at this unfolding drama. But in the audience, you hear a few stifled yawns. Someone throws a bread roll at you. You see old Patton signaling for you to wrap up the performance. Do we curtsy or denounce the Empire? They're gonna be fighting something. So we denounce the Empire. Hey, how's it going, Robbie? How are you doing tonight? Guys already voting for me to lose all my gold. Number 1, curtsy. 2, want me to denounce the Empire. The crowd regards your speech with suspicion. They are sure to alert the Empire. The dealer adds 1 brimstone monster card to the monster deck. The generals. Wow, these are just brimstone cards. A single member of the audience, a woman in a dirty apron, looks inspired by your speech. Heard of the apron pledges her services to the cause. You hope that old Patton is happy with your performance.
I'm not a vain man.
Oh.
You must appreciate that this game, has been my focus for more years than I can count.
That
I have a certain pride regarding its twists and turns.
I was worried we'd have to do all of that. The crowd cheers and throws coins on the stage as you bow. You put on a good show. Old Patton is impressed by your dedication to the role. His charcoal eyes well with tears. Now this is acting. Old Patton pledges his services to your cause.
Now the power is yours to use.
There you go. We have that down. Another part of the corrupted city. Hey, how's it going, Michiru? How are you doing tonight? Hopefully you all enjoyed your Thanksgiving. Hopefully you had enough to eat. And also got some good deals at Black Friday. Just to let you know, for any of you who actually do enjoy streaming on the side, just like me, and want to do like more console stuff, I should let you know that both Elgato and Avermedia are both having sales right now. So you can get their capture cards at really, really cheap. Just as a warning though, Elgato requires Elgato basically supports just Windows 10. So make sure you have Windows 10 if you're gonna buy the Elgato stuff. To be fair, Robbie, in my defense of assuming you voted negative 20 coins, you did say you're just gonna stick it to me no matter what. With the exception, although I will have to say though, in contrast to that though, thank you very much for at least for the last 2 challenges, and this one's just probably gonna be just as brutal. There's gonna be curses in this one as well, which is why we have the bone mail. I pause to inspect the bodies of the vanquished. This will basically increase my fame. Ow. Alright, let's get some more. Let's try and get some more equipment. Ring of food or chef's charm? Chef's charm, easy. Oh wait, actually no, that's... Ooh. You know what? Chef's charm. We're probably gonna get some curses. And some supplies. Very nice, we got some food. Oh, come on. There we go. Better. With the corrupted creatures dealt with, you stand to leave and hope that no one recognizes you. Ooh. That's a tough call. 2 shorts. It's 10, I would need a 5. Do the 1. Ah, 1 short. No, child, please. I don't need to fight more brimstone monsters. Okay, so I just need to look at this. We're gonna keep gonna go and try and get some gear. This will probably make the end a lot more difficult, but hey, at least if we'll die with gear. And equipment. That's also probably the more important part as well. Die with gear and die with equipment. Oh. It's 2. Oh, did my... Yeah, Colbjorn, get your butt up. Get a capture card, but every time I think about what I'd stream, it's always, yeah, but there's a PC version. Or it's easy to emulate. Emulatable, it's whatever, but both of those don't require you to spend money. Yeah, no, like, I think if anything, you probably would want to get a capture card if you own the original consoles, which actually now I'm just realizing now I want to buy some HDMI converters for the Wii and PlayStation 2. But I didn't, so whoops. I understand where you're going with that, though. Man, day after Black Friday. What the heck's going on, Twitch? Number 1, number 2. I don't want to get gear. 15 max life, very nice. And a full heal, how nice. Ah, come on. You can roll better than that. There we go. The hard part is basically trying to get the, people to want to... I don't know what they want you to do to join your cause. Yeah, I'm fine with this. Be inconspicuous here. You garner a few curious looks from the crowd. Okay, thankfully the bustle of the city. Well, we don't have any curses, so now it comes for the patrolling soldiers.
So much military attention, and why? Because the Emperor knows you are coming. He has known long before.
A group of soldiers stand in your path. A small child points at you, trying to get her mother's attention. Her mother thankfully ignores her. Inconspicuous and pass through. We have no choice. You hope they do not recognize you. Of course. It's him! You keep your head down, but the sound of drawn steel tells you you've been discovered. Yes, Robbie, we are trying to kill the Emperor. The story for the last couple streams have been... since the tower, has been... The sorceress tells us... The sorceress of the tower tells us the usurper is calling himself the Emperor now. And we are now trying to kill the Emperor because the Emperor is the usurper, which is the vengeance that the dealer wants upon. Oh, you missed the tower episode. Okay. That stream did go on a little longer than normal, but honestly a lot of these streams have been going on a lot longer than normal. Like, I've been hitting about 2 hours and 50 minutes. Speaking of which, speaking of games and length, I've actually already beat Fire Emblem Heroes. Or Fire Emblem Warriors, I should say. Already went through the story mode on that game. Ah, come on. The weapon arts are always so sluggish. Yeah, that one did kind of get drawn out. Having to constantly go around the tower over and over, just getting food. And having a deck that was too focused on gaining food, oddly enough, was counterintuitive. You hurry away before reinforcements arrive. The onlookers are horrified by the casual display of violence. More undead. Or corrupted. Also didn't help, I lost my partner, because I was doing her, her mission. I don't know why it switched over to you, but I'm fine with that. Ah, darn it. Not fine with that. I don't know why I'm going so slow. Oh! Yeah, I'm just really reacting sluggish today for some reason. Post Black Friday. Everyone acts sluggish and slow, trying to recover from all the food they've eaten. Unfortunately, by the time I actually tried to go Black Friday shopping, everything got picked clean off the shelves. I mean, literally, there were no Switch games left. Like, Best Buy, they had Disgaea for $19.99, so $20. That's actually really good compared to $60. Completely sold out. You can't even buy it on their website. It kind of sucks, though. I haven't seen, like, any Splatoon sales or anything like that. Oh, we have enough fame that we're recognizable now. Now I really regret not having, what do you call it? The trading card, the trade for fame. I should have realized, actually, that should have been it. Lord's Diadem, that's a slow swing of Precision Gambit, or we can nudge it. Let's nudge it. And some gold. $9. Not accept. Nope. Oh, that's terrible. Somebody curses and spits on you. Have you no shame. There we go. Apparently we've already used it. There goes the purpose of the bone mail. Oh, come on. Oh, this is terrible. I'm gonna find a lot of brimstone monsters. Another general. Well, at least there's only one, and since we're gonna be losing 20 gold, let's trade. Let's see here, what can I buy here? The ring concentration. Wonderful. Can use that right away. Although I'm curious now. If we sell this, discard and ignore the first curse that you draw. If we actually get rid of this, logically it should work again. I'm willing to actually take it and do an experiment here. And then we're just gonna use that to buy food. Since I should have spent it afterwards, but oh well, what are you gonna do? We're gonna lose all our gold anyway. Camp. Should have sold it after. Bad fortune. Ooh. Ooh, they updated it, so the cards look different. Oh, we're gonna stand and fight 8 skulls, no doubt in my mind. Yeah, but there's actually a lot of really good deals, was it? If you go to Cheap Ass Gamer, they actually have a thread dedicated to an entire list. I almost feel bad for these skeletons. It's such low health and so easy to kill. Maybe we might get the spiked armor again, so we can ignore another curse. Also, apparently, last night I discovered that we can actually, Weave of the Protector. Ooh, we can see what this does. Excuse me. Resist traps, damage from traps is reduced 50%. Gain an extra roll during dice gambits, and it's light armor. And Archer's Bane, that just does increased damage against the Empire. Let's take the armor.
Meticulously crafted, this armor is far stronger than it appears, and far more valuable than mere arms would indicate.
Let's see. Ooh, we can actually go get characters departed. That actually would be good for some gold, too.
Can you claim this token?
I don't know. We can try. Come on. No, let's just go. You have to get 2 16s on that. Oh, sure. Now I get it. And to ace both die rolls of the die. Speaking of which, actually, no. Oh right, we have to actually go to the next floor before we can actually go.
Checkpoints, as if they keep one step ahead of the deaths that hunt them.
At the gates leading into the Blood District, an Empire soldier speaks to a grumbling, slow-moving crowd. It appears there's some sort of holdup. Let's join the line at the Blood District. The soldier shouts a proclamation to the crowd. Attention! From this day forward until further notice, there will be checkpoints at all gates. With the speech over, you continue shuffling through the gates with the rest of the crowd. You hope that you are not recognizable enough to arouse suspicion. We are very recognizable. We are very recognizable. There's patrolling soldiers. The dark alleys. Frost Berserker or Native Skulls. The dragon in an unknown chest, but we can also get the Frontier Barbut. However, you notice a number of shadowy forms lurking in the alley nearby. Do we go for the unknown? Or go for the known enemies with the unknown chest? Or do we go for the unguarded or the Frontier Barbut? Number 2, number 1. honestly tempted more towards the locked chest. I'm gonna go for the locked chest. Frontier bar, that's nice, but I kind of want to see if, I want to see if I can get the spiked bone mail again. I don't want to get curses. I've been traumatized by the star, So many curses. Oh, many curses.
Nothing good is found in cities.
Well, that's gonna slow me down. All the barbarians wanted to do was make friends with... Just wanted to be friends with all the skeletons. Probably all their friends who didn't make it to Valhalla. Honestly, side note about this, aside from this game, I actually now kind of... Oh, great, I'm infamous now. I really wish I did get rid of my, the fame. Or had some sort of... Was there a way to actually decrease fame?
I hope you have learned to be their master.
The Arcane Edge. What does the Arcane Edge do? Perform a powerful strike that causes knockdown on a single target when activated. Cause 130% damage while the weapon charge is full. Well, it does less damage, though. You know what, let's use it. Let's use it for now.
Many secrets are buried here, and you seem determined to unearth them all.
The stillness of the cemetery provides a welcome respite from the city. Only 2 people walk the grounds today. A weathered gravedigger named Thomas and an old woman in a flowered bonnet. The woman introduces herself as Hild and asks you to accompany her to her husband's grave. She pulls you close conspiratorially and glares at Thomas. I think they've added more stairs. The gravedigger makes a baffled noise in disagreement. We accompany Hild to her husband's grave, or do we talk to Thomas? So, this is actually very interesting, yeah? Like, this is the type of challenges I actually like. The challenge isn't so connected to your resources, it's more focused on actually completing an objective by going through the cards and figuring out what to do. Hild takes your arm and leads you through a large stone arc towards the tombs. 3 eyes, she says, pointing at a strange symbol of 3 dots etched upon the gate. That's lucky. Past graves and flowers, you climb until you reach a huge primitive stone tomb, fallen mostly to ruin. It is devoid of any markings other than 3 dots bored over the entrance. Ah, here. Hild dusts the walls here and there, and with her handkerchief, as she descends the ancient steps into the tomb. You can barely make out her white dress and crinkled eyes. She beckons you to follow. You wait outside or to follow her into the tomb. Yeah, the Silver Deer card would have been nice to swap fame. Alright, follow her into the tomb. You hurry after Hild. Something flickers in the passage ahead, and the old woman disappears into the darkness. Exactly. Smells like a tarp. You head deeper into the tomb. It is dark here and unusually warm. You take a tentative step, feeling the smooth marble underfoot. The air smells of dust and flowers. You see a small shrine of dusty flowers and forgotten candle stubs. There are tunnels east and west. These are cards within cards. Alright. Let's head west. The path leads to a small room with piled blankets and pillows set in a corner. A crack in the tomb's roof bathes you in warm sunlight. You are suddenly overcome with exhaustion and want nothing more than to sink into the silk and feathers. You're at the blanket pile. Do we fall asleep, or do we head east? I'm honestly tempted just to head east. Ravi says sleep. You mean head east. Let's head east. Let's actually also head east again. In the depths of the tomb, you are overcome by a feeling of dread. There is scuttling sound behind you and your head swims. Wheel of Confusion. All wheel gambits rotate in reverse direction. Ominous shadows are cast down the tunnels. You're at the Cursed Crossway. Great! Cursed Crossway. And we already lost one of our, curse cards. Oh, well, at least we have enough fame to actually get rid... Oh, that's right, we have fame to get rid of our curses. Let's head south. You arrive at a cavernous room. There is a large chest here, rested around the hinges set upon the large stone pedestal. You are at a treasure room. Do we open the chest, or do we head back north to the cursed room? You open the chest. Alright, let's open this chest. Good fortune. Armor gain. Gambler's Jewel. Another armor gain. Seal of Adriel.
Among the many secrets the Empire has wrestled from the Northerners, the locations of their caches remain the most potent.
10 max life while equipped. Use, defend, and block from range attacks. Okay. Alright. Got the Cursed Crossway. We headed south last time. So the only other option is to head north. A statue of a robed woman stands at the intersection, watching you with hollow eyes. You're the Blind Statue Crossway. So, do we head west or east? I should have been making a map from this. Let's head west. You arrive at the Inner Sanctum. A gaping pit lies in the center of the room, swallowing the light. You made it to the Inner Sanctum! Without ceremony, the old woman reappears behind you. Why, hello, did you get lost? With a wan smile, Hild hands you a bundle of dried flowers. She nods encouragingly and stands back to watch. Place them next to the hole, or put them in the hole. Place them next to the hole? Okay. Well, let's place them next to the hole. Gently, you place the brittle flowers on the floor next to the pit. The old woman smiles back at you, her wrinkled face wet with tears. Hild, the deceased, pledges her services to your cause. You hear a scream of terror from somewhere above ground. Hild hides a small smile and states that she must stay here a while to pray. Unnerved, you quickly retrace your steps out of the tomb. You find the source of the screaming. It's none other than the old gravedigger Thomas. The Watcher! He's here, he babbles, pointing and shaking hand at a mound of ornate tombs. I'm gonna ask who the Watcher is. 3 eyes, he'll drink your blood and turn the flood. The old gravedigger taps his forehead frantically as if to ward off the Watcher. 3 eyes, he'll drink your blood and turn the flood. Oh, we don't really have actual choice in this one. You rush up the stairs to confront the threat. A hulking mass slides out of from behind the mausoleum. The faceless creature towers over you, its 3 eyes shining brilliantly. Do you try to escape, fight the Watcher, call for help, or attempt to reason with it? Attempt to reason with it. Alright, let's attempt to reason with it. You hear yourself shout and ramble in all tongues you know. Oh, they want that 18. Oh, right, I have another reroll. Okay. Okay. This is what... Okay. For... Hold on a second. 8... Oh, it is 16. Oh, here's what I don't... Here's one thing I don't get. And I don't know if this is actually an issue with the game. Or if it's something just with... Or if something the way the game doesn't work. The Gambler's Ring that gives you +2 to your die roll. It doesn't count when you accept Kolbjorn's help. I don't know why that is. Like, I don't know if that's an issue. That's something I've noticed rewatching my VODs and such. Is like, I kept coming up with fail states when I think, like, I should actually win. The Watcher screeches angrily in response, and holy screams assault you from all directions, leaving you dazed and disoriented. Platinum game cards have no effect. You quickly consider your options. Do we try to escape? Do we fight the Watcher? Or do we call for help? Well, so much for reasoning with it. Alright, well, we tried to reason with it. Time to put up the fight. Your weapon passes through its body as if it was made of air. Aw, that sucks. I guess we should have ran. Get that 18. Nope. With no time to react, the creature slashes at you with its long, shadowy limbs, cutting you to the bone. Well, you're right, we have 2 mild curses right now, but a lot of the curses, though, the curses are brutal in this game, though, still. Call for help. Try to escape. You know what, let's just call for help. Her voice cracks as, you've got to be kidding me. There, we did it. We've called for help. Like a dream, Hild steps between you and the shifting form of the Watcher. She raises a shaking hand and the Watcher reels back. The creature's 3 eyes bulge and it blinks out of existence. You watch transfixed as the old woman shuffles back among the crowded tombs and mausoleums, blinking away tears. Thomas, the weeping, taps his forehead uncontrollably and jabbers words of gratitude. You carry Thomas to his cottage near the cemetery's entrance. You have to ply him with tea and words of comfort before he releases his fearful grip on your hand and allows you to leave. Alright. Oh. Ah, the demon. Let's roll some more die. Clearly we're not done rolling dice. 18?
Victory. You are learning.
Oh, what a roll. The demon winks, pulls out an abacus and flicks some counting beads around. 3 curses! Oh, I'll be full all day. The demon licks her lips. Get rid of destitute. Let's get rid of the wheel of confusion. You feel a pull on your soul as the demon wrenches the curses from you. She smiles at your discomfort. Still laughing about Apollyon's failure, the woman waves goodbye and disappears into the night. Well, there goes our curses. Let's stay in, because you hope they don't recognize you. Great. I can't tell which one that was. That's a difficult one. Maybe number 2? It might be number 2. Say number 4. Alright. Well, let's go with number 4 then, see what happens. Failure is number 3. It's him! You keep your head down, but the drawn sound of steel tells you you've been discovered. Oh well, lays for fighting a bunch of Empire. Oh yeah, we're trying the Arcane Mace now, nice. A little less damage, but hey, or the Arcane Edge. So if I can keep a full charge, this is actually pretty good. Arcane Edge. It is a rare mage who entrusts their power to a simple weapon, yet this one has outlived its creator. Aw, darn it. So it does 19 normally, but if I get it to full charge, you'll do the 26. Interesting. Ah, that's actually a lot handier than I realized. Because the ultimate, the weapon skill itself also will do, the damage too. That's Arcane Edge is actually a really good base. That's a very... We are so well known. Hey, the illicit trade. It's trying to get weapons. I want to go for that, actually. Yeah, let's actually wear that, because we can't get rid of our curses, so we're not going to be reducing our fame anymore. Yeah, that too. Well, it should, in theory, it should let me execute guys. I was going to switch back to the spiked mace, but I'm like, no, this one's actually really good. A knight. Only the most wealthy and highest born can hope to ascend to an imperial knighthood. Heavily armored, a knight can easily turn the tide of battle. Use bash to break their armor. Okay, fine. You want to go that way? Ah, darn it. Oh, he's just stunned. Oh well, increased damage is increased damage. This is actually a really good mace. I normally don't do two-handers in games, but man, this is actually absurdly good. Yeah, but execute animations for some reason doesn't, like, the weapon art move will make you invulnerable, but not the execution. I don't know why.
The Peace District. What irony.
No, I want to keep exploring. Oh, we have to patrol each time. Shoot. Speaking of which, what do you have for sale here? The Archer's Bane. Let's hang on to our gold right now. Yep, that. I want to explore. I want to explore. I want to explore because I want to actually try and see if we can get 12 conspirators. I'm actually gonna try and pause and repause my own VOD. Alright, number 3, you also think 3? Nope, we were wrong. We're just so very well known. I don't think at the very least we don't really need gear anymore. Ah, I couldn't even roll in a direction. This is a cluster. Ah, it's trying to roll, but it's not responding. I don't know why, it's like a lot more sluggish than normal. I know it's not the controller. Yeah. Don't you deny me. A lot of health loss for that. This one, yeah, the one time you actually don't want to be well known. And we're gonna have to go through another one of these fights too. Because we're so infamous. You know what? I'm gonna buy these 3. I'm gonna eat the food for 30 health. Whoops, that's the wrong one. That was a very costly round. That chest ring, though, is really nice.
Medicine and chemistry. Places magic can hide as a more specific craft.
The apothecary is inundated with a tense rabble of city inhabitants. As you get closer, you notice that the doors have been barred shut. An elderly woman is on her knees weeping, clutching a pearl necklace to her chest. Open up, have you no heart? A heavy-set blacksmith pounds on the door. My daughter has succumbed to the rot. His voice cracks. The rest of the crowd shrinks away from the man, some covering their mouths fearfully. Find another way in, suggest they use force, or leave. It's a very interesting choice, actually. Let's try and find another way in. Hopping over a side gate and squeezing past crates, you find the back door to the apothecary. It's unlocked, but a thin, bird-like woman stands by the door, scrutinizing you. Do we greet the bird-like woman, or do we ignore her and enter the apothecary? I'm guessing she's wearing a mask like the, what is it? Plague Doctor in Darkest Dungeon. Hello, she says with a curt nod. I am Yorhelm. My twin is Janice. I have heard that you want to destroy the Empire now, and that I see that you are strong of brow and crooked of nose. I believe in your quest. Yorhelm, the twin, pledges her services to your cause. She bids you goodbye as you enter the apothecary back door. Janice will want to help you too, if you can find her. Ah, the owner bespectacled. A spectral, spindly gentleman jumps at your surprise entrance. Throw a heavy bag of gold on the... Ah, if only I didn't buy the food. I think it's number 4. I think it might be number 4. That's a success. Oh, thank the Maker, you can help me. He presses a bottle of amber liquid into your hand. I've only got one of these in stock, and that mob won't believe me. That's why I've had to lock them out. They'll just grab anything, even though it might kill them. They all desperately need help, but I can't choose. You must do this for me. With that, he unlocks the front door, shoves you out, and quickly bars it again before anyone can barge in. Immediately, the throng surges around you, demanding a tincture for the rot. You accidentally step on the weeping woman's hand, but she seems not to notice and continues to wail for her family. The blacksmith stands back, too proud to beg, but his eyes betray how desperately he wants the bottle. Do we give it to the highest bidder, give it to the blacksmith, or give it to the weeping woman? I kind of want to give it to the blacksmith. Because we know she has the rot, but... You guys want me to give it to the weeping woman, though? Alright. Give it to the weeping woman. She promptly faints in shock. Harriet the Widow pledges her services to your cause. Your antics at the apothecary has increased your notoriety. Alright. Let's try and get through. See if we can actually find more people to the cause. Yeah, number 3 is probably the real jerk response. I think it's number 1. Looking at it, I think it's number 1. Nope, it's not. We're all wrong. That's fine. More fights. Oh, come on! That actually hit me. What? I'm actually gonna try that. Oh, I didn't. He didn't go down. Now he went down. Get a mace for that. Mace to the face. We all tried, and we all failed. Good times. You hurry away before reinforcements arrive. The onlookers are horrified by the casual display of violence. It's just so casual violence. In by the sea. Well, I guess I could have more equipment. How would you get so many? 12? I mean, we're only on the second floor. I guess maybe there's 4 floors with this encounter. Ooh. What? Aw, oh, come on. I loosened up for 1 second, and I let that get the better of me. Nope. And you get executed for that. There we go. Let's see, what equipment do we get? Max life. And 15 food. And the distressed damsel. There's our... I was honestly expecting this challenge to throw a lot more, like, starvation, I guess. Alright. We have so much stuff. That's a hard one. I blinked. I blinked! Dare I? Oh, and there were frame skips. Say number 4 and number 2. Let's go with... Go with number 4. Nope, it was number 1. More casual violence. More casual violence. I'm amazed we haven't been cursed again. Just gonna see how much I can actually... There we go. Wow, he's already down? Oh, he's dead. Ah, darn it. How is he blocking? You're supposed to be stunned, my good man. I am very slow on their action time, so that's fine. Can go get those. I thought it was number 1, but it seemed too obvious. I thought it was a primary slash primacy slash recency playing tricks on you? I don't understand that, actually. Alright, let's get out of here. And you've taken away 20 gold from me. Oof. Well, let's play more card games. I think it's number 1 this time. Hard to tell. It might be number 3. Really difficult to tell between the two. Let's go. Let's guess number 3. Nope, it was number 1. My gut instinct was right. We are so famous. I'm amazed we have any conspirators actually left to help us. The old one too. Fine, you can have the mace. Ah, I was in my bash animation. I'm just getting careless in this combat. Such casual violence. Alright, let's join the line. Ah, I went behind everything at the very end. Went behind. You think number 4? Yeah, I'm kind of guessing that too. You're right! You move along the crowd. The soldiers at the gate do not notice anything amiss. Rolling soldiers. Oh, there we go. The healer and the general store. Oh, right, because our merchant's ring. Nice. Well, we don't have any money, so... Well, we don't have a lot of money. Well, we have a... Actually, no, we have a good amount of money. Speaking of money... Actually, trade. And we can buy equipment. We can actually see what... Oh, right. The equipment doesn't change unless you buy it. Forgot about that. Alright, well... Let's go down. A horde. Nope. I'm sorry, I'm taking a blind shot on that one. Only if I had any curses. I have one curse. No, wait. No, I don't. I don't have any curses on me.
Should have run away.
Ah, damn it. You want to be the big man? Fine, you can be the big man. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know a blocked hit actually still counts as a successful hit. That's interesting. Ah, damn it. I couldn't dodge out of that because I was just exiting the animation. I think on the wanted poster that's supposed to be my face. Right. Casual violence. Casual violence. Go right or do we go left? I guess we go right. Or left, I mean. Grimalkin! Feed her! Feed the kitty. Ah, crud, I wasn't looking. Why'd I look away? Okay, number 3. The Church of Fires. Okay, so if I go north, that's the corrupted city. Okay, so that's all corruption, so I don't need to actually go there. That's interesting. I'm gonna bulk up my health here. I have a feeling we're gonna be losing some health here in the Church of Fires.
The moon reaches its height above the city.
Never mind.
Upon what does it cast its light? Upon death, destruction, and pain. End this.
Okay, apparently.
They hope walls can keep the sickness away, yet the sickness is in the land itself.
You arrive at the corrupted Borough. You arrived at a walled-off section of the city. The makeshift barriers are taller than 3 men. Somebody bangs on the wall from the other side, startling you. A desperate wailing pierces through. Make her! Please make her! Please, let us out! Passers-by are pointedly ignoring the wails and screams. Only a lonely man kneels against the barrier, head in hands weeping. The man notices your approach and trips over himself babbling. Golden hair, short. He always wears her yellow scarf. My Lena, please get her out of there. Agree to go in the corrupted borough, or leave the man and his Lena to their fate. I like the way you think, Ninja Zombie. We should go help them. With a running leap, you mantle the makeshift barrier. You land in the borough much like the others, except it is deserted, and there is a body at your feet. The body does not wear a yellow scarf. This poor soul is not Lena. There is a groaning noise coming from somewhere ahead of you. Explore the borough or head to the source of the groaning. So we know the church there is the ending, so we only have 4 cards to actually visit. How are we gonna get 6 conspirators? Alright. Well, looks like no one's voting, so this might actually be my choice. Up. Alright. Let's explore. Let's explore. You wander the streets of the Forsaken Borough, past bodies and barred doors. The stillness is disquieting. Ooh, that's
Do not move too quickly.
very fast.
Haste breeds only failure.
Alright. There's gotta be a moment where these two things actually meet. They're at a different tempo. Nope. Ah.
Poorly
well.
done. You must harness your will and find the quiet stillness inside you.
A stone bounces painfully off your temple, and you turn to face the source and find a glaring, mad-eyed urchin peering at you from a rooftop. The child lifts another stone overhead, and you duck down an alley to escape the second volley. The sound of groaning persists, grating your nerves. You hear the happy bustle of the city just over the barricade, but the mood is decidedly more apocalyptic on this side of the wall. A crow pecks at a body with festering, corrupted boils. You could try that again. I wouldn't mind trying that again. Try it again. What a huge failure. There we go.
Breathe. You have done well.
Through the dusty window of a tailor shop, you spy a tweedy little man with anxious eyes. You gesture comfortingly, and the man scurries out to join you. Farron the silversmith pledges services to your cause. The sound of groaning persists, grating your nerves. Ah, so this is probably how we do it. This is probably where the other 6 are. You find a woman huddled behind an upturned vegetable cart. She rocks back and forth, clutching a dirty yellow scarf to her chest. Lena the Ball Maiden pledges her services to your cause. The sound of groaning persists, grating your nerves. And now that we've found her, we can actually escape. But I'm curious. Yep, we can just keep going. This is actually what we had to do at the end of it.
That will set you in good stead from here.
Most of the buildings in the desecrated neighborhood are nailed shut, so you're surprised to stumble upon an abandoned schoolhouse, its doors wide open. It is a small place. Chairs are knocked over, books strewn onto the floor, as if occupants exited hastily. In a gloom, you hear the tinkling laughter of a child. Instinctively, you unsheath your weapon, but the room is empty. Light filters in weakly from the broken windows. Look for supplies, find the source of the laughter, or leave. I feel like we should find the source of laughter. I don't really need supplies. And I'm curious what that laughter is. You search the darkened corners of the schoolhouse and unearth a hole in the wall, hidden behind a fallen desk. The giggles are coming from somewhere within. You lean in to get a closer look. Oh! That is nasty. Uh-huh. Oh, that was the one. That one moment was the one. You gasp, there's a body in here. A teacher? A father? You cannot tell if he ultimately succumbed to the infestation or to violence. His hands are clasped around a weapon. He does not look like a warrior. Was he defending the child? Do we take the weapon or leave the body be? Think we should take the weapon? Thinking we probably should too, because instead of leaving the body be. I'm too far in. I have to explore. You pull the weapon from his hands. We equip the Archer's Bane. No, let's not equip the Archer's Bane. Light filters in weakly from the broken windows. Look for supplies, or do we leave? Look for supplies? Alright, let's look for supplies. Oh, it's this terrible thing again. That was it. Oh, that was it too.
Nicely timed.
You find a few coins in the teacher's abandoned desk. As you turn to leave, you run straight into a thin, bird-like woman standing in the way of the door. Hello, she nods curtly. I am Janice, the twin of... My twin is your helm. I've heard that you want to destroy the Empire, and now that I see you're crooked of brow and strong of nose, I believe in your quest. Janice wanders off into the Borog. You ask if she needs help escaping, but she merely waves her hand and smiles. Alright, well, we only have two choices now. Do we head to the source of the groaning, or do we escape the Borog? New adventure. In the center of the Borog squats a pulsating mass of corruption. Crystallized growths sprout from its surface. Inside, infected horrors gestate. With a shudder, the crystals crack apart, and the infected creatures emerge from their cocoons to defend the cluster. The pack swarms to protect the grotesque obsidian pillar, blanketed in otherworldly miasma. They block the way forward. Do we attack? Or do we leave? Actually, no, that would be perfect, actually. Attack! Alright, we gotta destroy that spire first. Before that thing roots us. Because I am not letting that happen. Or that could happen right off the gate. And there we go. And 1, 2. This is a stupidly good. Go! See, this is more my speed when it comes to a challenge. With the pillar broken, the mass of corruption quivers and erupts, spilling black ooze across the cobblestones. Has the corruption been purged from this neighborhood? Alright, well, the only thing we can do is escape now. Looking for a section of walls suitable for scaling. Sneak Lena and Farron over the wall or batter down the wall. Ooh, we have two choices. Oh, I didn't expect that. I think we now have to keep the conspirators alive. That would be very cruel. Alright, let's try and go for the sneaky approach. Your investigation is interrupted by a blood-curdling scream. You turn in time to observe a corrupted creature gnawing out a man's throat. The Blight of Juggernaut. Do we fight it or do we run away? I have no problem fighting. I can face the peril. Whatever monsters it brings. I fear not this monster. If you did fight it before, at least. Into battle! The corruptors swarming this area. You must finish them off and get back to Lena and Fenna before it's too late. Interesting. So it's a timed battle. We must hurry. I believe we need to break his armor and then do damage to him and then break it again. Defeat them all! Oh. Right, I forgot, it does that. I can only do executions. As a way to do damage. There we go. Yeah, that juggernaut. I wonder how many more fights we have to do. Oof, I would hate to have a dagger. You rush back to Lena and Farron. They're in the middle of pulling themselves over the wall using a combination of footholds and piled debris. You push them over and follow before it's too late. You climb down the wall to the gasp from onlookers and hear an astonished cry of joy as Lena and her beloved are reunited. Tolan the Weaver pledges his services to your cause. Farron bids you a nervous farewell and reaffirms his pledge to your cause before hurrying away into the city, glancing nervously around at the townsfolk. As you push past the whispering crowd and disappear back into the city, you know that your actions here will place the Empire closer on your trail. Let me take a look here. Alright, so we don't need to go up. And you've taken my food. Let's continue exploring the district. We have 2 more people we have to actually recruit. Ooh, that's rough to tell. There probably is, Robbie. There probably is. Oh, that's a tough one to call. I think number 1. Might be right about that, actually. Let's try it. You were right. Very nice. Fate's dealings. I'm honestly tempted just to fight the Black Knight, because we'll just be, it's a guarantee reward. If you fight and beat the Black Knight, which we can do, we can just be rewarded, and I'd rather just do that. Alright, I'm just gonna fight. Defeat the Black Knight. See, I know a lot of people hate this combat, and I just, like, and this is me coming off and playing Fire Emblem Warriors. I can understand, like, wanting a little bit more depth into your combat system. But at the same time, like, I'm okay with simple games. 50 seconds. Interesting. I'm actually surprised that did damage. Not give me a lot of time for that one. Did not give me a lot of time for that. 50 seconds. The Black Knight corpse scatters into the wind like ash. You have proven yourself again, adventurer. You will spin the wheel 3 times for your rewards. Crud. There's money. Oh, wait. No, let's get food.
Excellent. A wise decision.
That's a tough choice. You know what? Something tells me they might want stuff. Like, I might need, like, food. Oh, I totally screwed that one up. Go right. Take the health. Or take the money. My stream is lagging like crazy, so I can't really vote. No, actually, my stream is stabilized, actually. It's showing that it's finally stabilized after so long. Alright, what's the last one here?
I would hope you know better than to keep counsel with the Fae. Those deals never work well for your kind.
In the depth of the forest, you find a young woman crying, her child tugging at her skirt. She tells you that her eldest has disappeared after ignoring her warning about the fairy ring. You notice a circle of toadstools in the meadow nearby. You offer to help find her child. As you step in the middle of the ring, everything fades. Your vision returns, but the forest is no longer the same. The trees are purple and the sky shines yellow with a bright blue sun. Threading through this strange forest, you encounter a brownie with a head too big for his body. "I'm so hungry. Will you spare me some food?" he says. Give him 15 food, give him 10 food, give him 5 food, or give him nothing. I don't know, honestly, like, tonight in terms of streaming has been hit or miss. I have, like, 13% of my entire stream so far has been dropped frames. So I know it's not just you, Robbie. Alright, we're gonna give him 15 food. You catch the twinkle in his eyes as you present him with a delicious feast. I totally looked at the wrong card. Okay, it's anything but number 2. I should have looked at the failure card for that one. He munches on a bread roll. Whatever you do, if you see the fawn, don't believe a word he says. He almost always lies, he says with his mouth full. See the fawn. You walk along the path, following the cheerful sound of a pipe instrument. You come up to a fork in the road where a fawn plays pan flute while checking his who's about. "Can I help you?" he asks. You inquire about the missing child. "Oh yes, about Yay High scruffy clothes? Yes, he went that way," he says, pointing the path to the left. Alright, he says left, let's go right. You tread lightly down the path and come to a magnificent castle. The drawbridge is lowered so you walk inside. Many goblins and fairies gather in the queen's court. Upon the throne sits the queen, a cherub with 4 faces and a serpent's tail. The first face is a womanly face, the second belongs to a panther, the third is the face of a goat, and the fourth is that of a swan. The queen opens all of her mouths and a voice echoes. "A mere mortal in my court? Why have you come?" You explain you're looking for a missing child. She looks up and down and says, "You have nothing I want, but I have no need for this snotty child either. Take him." A goblin walks out of a chamber holding the hand of a small child. He escorts you and the child to another fairy ring and sends you on your way. You reappear in the meadow. The mother runs towards you, eager to see her child. Her face drops when she sees the small hand you're holding doesn't belong to her child, but that of a squirrel. Shocked, you let go and the squirrel races up the tree. The mother begins to bawl and spit curses at you. You try to explain, but she wants none of it. So we need a blessing for that one. Very interesting. We need a blessing. Well, there is nothing else we can do, so let's go. So that's a bless. So in other words, to get that token, you need a blessing. Interesting. You know, we're fine with the mace. It is night by the time you arrive at the Church of Fires. Estrella's ally waits within the hushed marble cathedral. Robbie, no, that card there was not a, that was not a dealer card. So every single one with the conspirators was marked by the dealer. That was actually the new card I put into the deck myself. So that was just a chance like, okay, let's actually try and get a token. Because the hardest part about this game, especially as you get to the end of it, the challenges are so specific that you can't actually take advantage of testing out new cards and such. Because a lot of them were just hold so to the extremes that I'm now afraid to try new cards. That's why I think that's one thing, like, I think they kind of went overboard with the way a lot of the challenges come up, because now it makes me think, okay, great, I gotta build my deck so specifically.
I could not be more pleased to train you. You have every skill Callus lacked. Patience, delicacy, tact, skill.
Through the flickering candlelight, you walk past row upon row of wooden pews to the front of the temple. Beyond the altar, you climb a moonlit staircase until you reach the vast doors leading to the west terrace. You heave open the heavy doors. An Empire general with gray hair and a kindly face greets you. Ah, you must be the traitor. Your face is plastered all over the city. Are you incredibly sly or incredibly ruthless? General Flint Hollow at your service. General Flint Hollow reviews the blood pledges to your cause. You insult me, Flint Hollow frowns. Without the people's support, you are nothing but a common assassin.
Surely
No sun
I have
token
trained you
tonight?
better than this. Focus.
Before you and Kolbjorn can react, General Flint Hollow draws his pistol with lightning speed and shoots you in the neck. Still alive, eh? Maybe you have gumption and heart enough after all. General stands over you as blood drips into your cupped hand. But I cannot allow you to leave here. I am sorry. Then with a whistle, a troop of soldiers fill the church terrace. They are accompanied by an ogre. The ogre's arms are locked in heavy shackles, and the Empire's sigil is branded on its back. The soldiers release the chains, and the ogre shudders, its yellowed eyes darting around wildly. Some unknown conditioning prevents him from trying to escape. Kolbjorn spits in disgust on the shining church floor. You draw your weapon. You know, I wonder if I bring the soldier in with us. I wonder if I bring her. Her and the general would count as two, but I doubt it. I wonder what we missed. I'm curious what we missed. Chained ogre. What iron could break and enslave an ogre? Ogre's thick hide reduces damage by 4. Okay, looks like he doesn't have... Oh. Let's just kill the general now. If you could stun that ogre, I would appreciate it. Nope, it looks like it's just an ogre fight. Yep, just a normal ogre fight. When in doubt, it's probably the choices you make, so I must have missed something. Or an opportunity in one of the encounters. General Flint Hollow lies dying in a pool of his own blood. You have bested me. He draws a choking breath and his eyes fall on the dead, enslaved ogre. Listen. Listen. The land is sick. Maybe you are right. Maybe the Emperor must die for it to heal. You must be vigilant. They know you are here now. They know you are coming for him. At the last breath he leaves his body, the general looks at you appraisingly, blood welling in one eye. You will die in there, you know. Alright, we only got the moon token.
Now death is inevitable. It will come for the Emperor, and we will see what changes.
For learning of a way into the palace. Wishing well, the hired hand, and the knight's sword. The hunter's blades, dead king's scales, the brigand's shield. And there we go. But
The
that
sun
completed.
unfolds. 5 gates stand before us. 8 lie at our heels. Can you feel the power that lives in this place? It is close now.
I'm actually surprised. Only one challenge unlocked. Now the entire map is lit. Next challenge is the sun, but we'll have to tackle that tomorrow. Hey, we've done enough rolling. We might as well just praise it. Praise it. But for now, though, that actually does it for us tonight here. Let me take a look here and see who's actually streaming right now. Oh, we actually... It's interesting that the day after Thanksgiving, there were a lot of people streaming. And I mean a lot of people streaming. But speaking of people who are streaming, though, there's a couple I've got following right now. So right now, there's Exposure, and he's actually streaming Battlerite. Battlerite is a free-to-play battle arena game. Think of the style of League of Legends and Heroes of the Storm, but instead is just focused, instead of destroying each other's bases, it's just a standard death match. So it's you up against another team. Best of 3 rounds. Whoever can get to 3 wins first wins. It's free to play. It's very interesting. Now it's actually out of early access and such. So if you want to get in, you can actually do it that way and give that a shot. Exposure is streaming that. There is also still going on from Shout Factory TV, the Mystery Science Theater 3000 marathon. So they're actually streaming a bunch of MST3K episodes. If you've never heard of what that is simply a bunch of people mocking really bad movies. It was a show that existed back in the 90s. Next up on our list here is Cthulhu the Third. He's actually a retro streamer. He's an old guard. He was back during the days of Justin TV, and he's still going even to this day. He's a really solid streamer. If you really want to watch someone who's really good at retro games, go give him a watch. And finally, streaming Super Mario All-Stars in Super Mario World is That One Video Gamer. He's actually doing that right now. If anything, I'm going to send a host over to Exposure out of the group, and you can go check out the game, though. But thank you all for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this. Tomorrow we'll definitely tackle the Sun Challenge and see how that goes. But until then, thank you so much for watching. Have a great weekend. Hopefully get a good start to your Christmas shopping. And until then, take care.